My dear student, welcome to all. Today you will learn chapter 2, but under the chapter 2, parts 2. Why? Because you have also studied and I have also discussed about the first part about the Indian landmass, plate tectonic movement, theory of the plate tectonic movement, different boundaries, that means convergence boundaries, divergence boundaries, and the transform boundaries, etc. Now, we will learn about the major physical features of the India. Major physical divisions or the physical features or the physiographic divisions of India classified into 6 major parts. First is the Himalayas regions, second is the plain regions, third is the plateau regions, fourth is the Indian deserts, fifth coastal plain, and sixth the islands. Now, firstly, we will learn about the physical features of the Himalayas regions or the origin of the Himalayas. You know, Himalayas is the greatest and the highest, loftiest mountain in the world. Because height of this Himalayas range is highest than the other mountains. So, it is also called the highest mountain in the world. Average height of this Himalayas regions 6,000 meters from the sea level. But highest peak of the Himalayas, you have also studied 8,848 to 50 meters from the sea level. But origin of the Himalayas, this range of the Himalayas, continuous range, formed during the Geosyncline period. Already I have also mentioned in your notes. And these lofty mountains form in the Geocene periods, but in the Tethys Sea. This Tethys Sea formed during the Geocene periods. But these areas was a gap areas between the two landmass in the Eurasian plate and the Indo-Australian plates. So, different materials who accumulate and form sedimentary rocks after the collapse or the convergence and the divergence boundary create in the interior parts of the earth and pressurized by the two big landmass to the Tethys material and form undulating portion of the land, uplifted parts of the land. Therefore, it is also formed the Himalayas ranges. So, Himalayas ranges is not found in the flat or the any favorable designs or the shape, but it is also only from the undulating and the high and low features of the land. So, Himalayas ranges also divided into 3 parallel ranges. Parallel ranges, first range, uppermost range is known as the Himadri, and it is also greatest Himalayas. Number two, second range of the Himalayas known as the Himachal or the lower Himalayas. But a third range whose broken parts or the not continuous parts seen, that lowest portion of range of the Himalayas known as the outer Himalayas, or it is also called the Shivalik. So Himadri, Himachal and the Shivalik. Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. These three ranges of the Himalayas. During the structure of the Himalayas, so many portions uplifted and so many areas, that means in the downfall. So uplifted areas of the Himalayas ranges form to the peaks. Peaks, different peaks. That means Choti. And Shivalik and the other ranges, Himalayas ranges, form between the two big highest landmass a gaps portion known as the pass, different passes. But uplifted portion known as the syncline, anti-syncline, and a falling down portion of the Himalaya known as the syncline. It is also called apnati sannati, that means anti-syncline and the syncline. So Himalayas ranges also found into three parallel ranges. It has abundant and enormous glaciers also formed from the Himalayas, because these areas throughout the years cover with the snow. So different areas cover with the snow after the melting of the ice or the snow due to the heat and the temperature who formed from the sun rays, then melted material shifting from the high areas towards the lowland areas and origin the different glacier. For the example, Siachen Glacier, Himadri Glacier, Yamunotri Glacier, also major glacier formed from the Himalayas ranges. So Himalayas ranges has so many pass. In the Jammu and Kashmir, Zojila, then Shipkila, Himachal Pradesh, and Nathula in the Sikkim regions. So these are the so many passes also found in the Himalayas regions. Zojila, Shipkila, Nathula, these are the famous passes. But Bomdila in the Pakistan areas and different passes, Rishila, Manala, Shipkila, Zojila, Manala, and Bomdila, Bailadila, Laila. These are the so many names of the passes found in the Himalayas ranges. Length of the Himalayas ranges from the north to east, 24 kilometers, 2400 kilometers, not 24. But widest portion of the Himalayas not equal. In the western parts of the Himalayas, widest parts of the Himalayas found 405 kilometers, but in the eastern parts of the Himalayas widest 150 kilometers. So, varies widest portion of the Himalayas place to place. And average height of the Himalayas 6,000 meters from the sea level. These are the main features of the Himalayas. Now, Himadris. Himadri is the greatest part of the Himalayas regions, and it has so many peaks also found there. And those peaks, under these peaks, you have also studied about the Mount Everest, Kanchenjunga, here Kanchenjunga, Dhaulagiri, Nanda Devi, and Kamet, etc. is also name of the peaks who found in the Himalayas region. But so many hill station areas found in the Himachal regions. So these regions of the Himalayas ranges very important for the tourist purpose and different agricultural farming. Sea level, from the sea level, it has Himachal regions, height from the sea level 3,700 to 4,500 kilometer. These are the highest level from the sea level of these Himachal regions. And average widest parts of the Himachal 50 kilometers, but Shivalik 10 to 50 kilometer widest, but height from the sea level approximately 900 kilometer to 1100 kilometer. Sorry, not kilometer, meter height. Here I am sorry, meter. And average height of the Himadri 6,000 meter from the sea level. So you can say Himalayas regions is the barrier for the Himalayas from and separate from the other countries, that means China's, Afghanistan's, Myanmar's and Bangladesh. These ranges when also continuous shows in the form after the folding in the southwards, then it is also called the Arakan Yoma mountains between the Myanmar and India. Now you will learn about the physical features of the plain. You know, plain form after the deposition of the alluvium or the mud, clay, silt, etc. material who carry by the rivers after the melting of the glaciers. Those materials, when rivers continuous carries, and both rivers, some rivers also originate from the north directions and continuous flow toward the south, but some rivers also originate from the plateau regions and continuous flow towards the north and meet with the Ganga region, Ganga rivers and the tributaries. Therefore, a lot and big parts of the land form known as the northern plain. Area of the northern plain 7 lakh square kilometers, 7 lakh square kilometers. These areas of the plain. Here, these ranges, Himalayas, and these regions is known as the plain regions of the our countries. A big part is the northern plain. So, area of the northern plain 7 lakh square kilometer. But these lands is very fertile and it has suitable climatic condition for the human inhabitation or the settlements. So, maximum population of our country living in the plain, in these plain regions. These plain regions divided into three major parts. In the north, Indus River Valley Basin; in the middle, Ganga River Valley Basin; in the east, Brahmaputra River Valley Basin. Indus River Valley Basin originate from the Mansarovar Lake of the Himalayas region and continuous flow westward directions and the parallel of the Pakistan, reach in the Pakistan and through and falling in the Arabian Sea. But it has so many rivers also come and join with the Indus rivers and form a large river valley basin known as the Indus River Valley Basin. Punjab form or name of the given a Indus plain known as the Punjab plain also, because 5 rivers form a big parts of this land known as the Punjab plain. Satluj, Ravi, Chenab, Jhelum, Satluj, and the Indus form a big river areas. But in Nepal, in the middle portions, who originate of the Himadri glacier and Ganga, you have also studied in the first part name of the different rivers and form different of the actions of the rivers. So, a Ganga, Yamuna also meet with the Ganga and form different Ganda, Gudi Ganda, Kosi, Ghagra, Balan, that means Son, Punpun, etc. rivers join with the Ganga and form a large river valley basin known as the Ganga River Valley Basin. This area is very fertile and suitable for the agricultural farming and maximum peoples also living there. Next is the third portion is the Brahmaputra rivers. You know, Brahmaputra river is also originate from the Mansarovar lake but continuous flow to eastward direction and meet and falling in meet with the India or the join in India on the place of Namcha Barua. Here is Namcha Barua. Barua. To Namcha Barua and continuous southward direction and then westward directions move these rivers and join with the Ganga. But in the Bangladesh, these rivers known as the Jamuna. In the Tibet regions, it is also known as the Sangpo. And so many tributaries of the Brahmaputra also help to form the big size of the plain regions. These areas of the plain under these rivers, Dhanasri, Suvansri, Manas, Tista, Lohit, and Kapoli, these Dihang, Dishang, these are the so many rivers joined with the Brahmaputra and form and help to form to the plain regions. Now, we will learn about the plateau. You know, plateau regions also formed in the ancient period during the Anticline age. And it is also formed uplifted landmass during the volcanic eruptions who comes and flow on the surface of the earth and form a big size of the landmass known as the plateaus. But Indian plateaus also subdivided into 5 major parts. Here is this plateau is known as the Deccan Plateau. Here is Malwa Plateau. Then Bundelkhand and Baghelkhand plateaus. Then Chotanagpur plateaus. Here is Meghalaya's plateaus. These are the 5 major plateaus for under the peninsular plateau. You have also studied peninsula, a big landmass who surrounded by three sides of the water bodies known as the peninsula. In the east portion, Bay of Bengal. In the west, Arabian Sea. In the south, Indian Ocean. Therefore, three sides of the landmass surrounded by different water bodies. Therefore, it is also known as the peninsular plateau. It is very hardness rocks. So many rivers also across through this area. Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Pondar, Periyar, Pamba, Kalindi, Saravati, Netravati, and here Narmada and Tapi in the Mandavi and Juari in the Goa. These are the so many rivers also continuous flow and form this land. And next, coastal plain. This area is known as the coastal plain, but between the eastern Ghat and the eastern coast, this area is very fertile and it has so many deltas also formed, and it is also known as the deltaic region also. In the western parts of the coast of India, it is also lie from the Kanyakumari to Kutch of Rann regions, and between the Western Ghat Hills and the western coast, these regions also known as the Western Coastal Plain. Western Coastal Plain divided into two major parts. From the Kanyakumari to Karnataka, it is also known as the Malabar Coast, and then rest part Konkan Coast, and eastern coast is also known as from the Kanyakumari to Visakhapatnam. It is also known as the Coromandel Coast, and rest part is known as the Northern Sarkar. So, importance of this coastal plain is very important for us, and in the last you will also study about the islands and the deserts. Western parts is known as the desert. It has very less rainfall also occur there, but two islands groups in parts of our country, in Andaman Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands, these are the very important islands you have also studied in the chapter 1. Then any types of the physical features, if you want to study it in this chapter, then you will also study my notes. Thank you very much.